Brightest blessings to everyone. I hope that this day finds you well and safe and happy. Here we are with a little bit of storytelling. I don't know about you, but I always, ever since childhood, have loved a good story, especially with a special message attached to it. So here we go, opening up stories of the spirit, stories of the heart, parables of the spiritual path from around the world. And I will be periodically continuing to share little tidbits from this book. From Section 9, Faith or Foolishness, in the book Stories of the Spirit, Stories of the Heart, page 239, I read, "A certain man caught a bird in a trap. The bird says, 'Sir, you have eaten many cows and sheep in your life, and you're still hungry. The little bit of meat on my bones won't satisfy you either. If you let me go, I'll give you 3 pieces of wisdom. One I'll say standing on your hand, one on your roof, and one I'll speak from the limb of that tree.' The man was interested. He freed the bird and let it stand on his hand. Number 1, do not believe an absurdity, no matter who says it. The bird flew and lit on the man's roof. Number 2, do not grieve over what is past. It's over. Never regret what has happened. By the way," the bird continued, "in my body there's a huge pearl weighing as much as 10 copper coins. It was meant to be the inheritance of you and your children, but now you've lost it. You could have owned the largest pearl in existence, but evidently it was not meant to be." The man started wailing like a woman in childbirth. The bird, "Didn't I just say don't grieve for what's in the past, and also don't believe an absurdity? My entire body doesn't weigh as much as 10 copper coins. How could I have a pearl that heavy inside of me?" The man came to his senses. "All right, tell me number 3. "Yes, you've made such good use of the first 2. Don't give advice to someone who's groggy and falling asleep. Don't throw seeds on the sand. Some torn places cannot be patched." Backing it up to page 236 of the same section. 4 Indians enter a mosque and begin the prostrations, deep, sincere praying. But a priest walks by, and one of the Indians, without thinking, says, "Oh, are you going to give the call to prayer now? Is it time?" The second Indian, under his breath, "You spoke. Now your prayers are invalid." The third, "Uncle, don't scold him. You've done the same thing. Correct yourself." The fourth, also out loud, "Praise to God, I haven't made the mistake of these 3. So all 4 prayers are interrupted, with the 3 fault finders more at fault than the original speaker. Blessed is one who sees his weakness, and blessed is one who, when he sees a flaw in someone else, takes responsibility for it, because half of any person is wrong and weak and off the path. Half. The other half is dancing and swimming and flying in the invisible joy. What voids or invalidates prayer? Speaking or talking in the course of the prayer. Laughing in the course of the prayer. Eating while praying, even though what is eaten may be as small as a piece of dates. Drinking while praying, even though what is drank may be as small as taking only a mouthful. Circumstances that permit the breaking of the prayer. It is permissible to delay the prayer or break the prayer in the following cases. If 1, fears being robbed of their wealth. 2, due to the fear of a dangerous animal. This includes fear for oneself or one's flock. 3, if the midwife fears for the child during pregnancy. This is if she is reasonably sure of imminent harm to the mother or the child due to her absence. And number 4, for the traveler who fears highway robbers. This information comes from seekersguidance.org. And the summary states, as is clear from the above, breaking the prayer is not permitted except in extraordinary circumstances, but if the need arises, such as the above examples, it may be obligatory for one to break their prayer. Note that if one breaks an obligatory prayer before its completion, it remains obligatory for them to pray. If one breaks a voluntary prayer, it becomes necessary to make up that prayer from anew. Allah knows best, and the author is Yusuf Welch, whom is an authorized teacher of the Quran and the Islamic sciences. May the All-Gracious and All-Merciful keep you protected and well. Inshallah.